Yes. This is the Sifu Z Daily live stream. Well, it seems as if I've done a lot of live streams here on Sifu Z. Pretty common idea. So I guess one of the things I'm going to have to do is go into some of those live streams, go back, see what they are, see if they're any good, and edit them. See if they need to be edited or anything. See if it needs to be removed. Not all videos are publish worthy. So how's it going? My name is Sifu Z if you're new to this channel, and I am a Wing Chun master, and I'll be joined by Sifu Chad very soon. I am a Sifu from Grandmaster Chris Chan, who trained directly with Grandmaster Ip Man. I began training with Grandmaster Chris Chan in 1992. After he made me Sifu, I then opened up schools in Hawaii and throughout California. And COVID sort of shut all of that down. But luckily, I've been training here online. Well, started doing that back in 1994. So I'm currently in California, in the Sierra Nevada foothills, about an hour west of Lake Tahoe. I'm often up in Lake Tahoe and in the Sierra Nevada mountains, where I enjoy hiking and training out in the mountains. If you've gone to my channel, I have a lot of edited videos of me out there in the Sierra Nevadas, having fun, training, climbing, doing magic, maybe playing music every once in a while. Now, what you're watching here and what we're doing here is we have a daily stream, pretty much a daily stream, and pretty much at 7:30 a.m. California time. And this live stream is more of sort of like an open training session. If you do Jiu-Jitsu, a lot of schools will do an open training, like open roll. This is Wing Chun, so we don't have an open roll in Wing Chun. Some of us have some open sparring. In Wing Chun proper, though, there's not really a thing of open rolling, except with me, because I'm influenced by all of that. So, how you doing, guys? Welcome. Yeah, I can't really I'll look over and answer your questions if I can, but there's a good chance I already answered that question early on in this video. But I'll do my best to reply to you guys. So my my Sifu is Grandmaster Chris Chan. I also trained with the Gracies in Hawaii for many years. And through Gracie Jiu-Jitsu allowed me to reintegrate our China, Chinese China, back into our training. In fact, I wouldn't doubt that there are a lot of martial arts that have rather introduced or reintroduced grappling into their fighting systems. Grappling has gone in and out of favor in the codification of martial arts. Sword fighting, the original term martial arts, really came from the French 1500s or so in regards to the codification of sword fighting. A very interesting thing. That early sword fighting, which had a long sword, a knife, or a short sword, and also grappling techniques involved. Again, that was early on. They kind of weaved in and out of favor of martial arts. So many martial arts have within their martial art codification a grappling system that has existed and perhaps not existed over time. Now, strangely enough, if you think about grappling, it's not really the best thing. Jeez, I better put my ears in.
Good morning. Hello.
Sure, you're there we are. I'm hearing you. All right. How are you, Sifu Chad?
I am quite swell this morning. And yourself?
Well, I'm quite swell too, as in my ankle.
Oh no. Is
No,
it swell?
I was on one of those stupid scooters again. Those
Oh no.
scooters, man, they are painful. But
Just get rid of it.
yeah, I'm trying to sell it. I should just like give it away, but to someone that I really don't like, that's probably um. So I was sort of introducing you. If you really want to know more about Sifu Chad, you go back and watch some of our earlier videos. Yeah. Maybe a day or two ago? Did I interview a day or two ago? I think. Did I post that interview?
Yeah.
Okay,
Friday
good.
and Saturday.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So yeah, if you want to know more about Sifu Chad, and you're not in Gunnison, you're in Galveston.
What?
Where are you at?
I must have said this at least 10 times already,
I know I
Sifu.
need you to say it at least 10 more times, probably even more.
You had it right the first time. I'm Gunnison.
Gunnison. Now here's the way I guess I do a phonetic memory thing here. Is Gunnison. Gunnison. Yeah, Gunnison. There we go.
Gun I son.
Okay, that's too Asian for me,
Gun I son.
So anyway, I was talking about to the video folks over here. I was talking about how grappling has gone in and out of favor of or in and out of use of almost of many martial arts. I can't say all martial arts, but many martial arts. certainly in Wing Chun we had Chinan, Chinese Chinan, which is grappling. In fact, it's the origins of Japanese jujitsu is Chinan. So for us, it has, for Wing Chun's history, it has gone in and out of favor. I speculate as of late was out of favor due to the Boxer Rebellion. And the Boxer Rebellion is something that we're still experiencing the repercussions of, right? Because the Boxer Rebellion was the rebellion against the westernization of the world. Lasted for 50 years. Very impressive for a bunch of kung fu guys to hold off the Western world for a half a century. Not bad.
Not bad at all. It's a long time.
And they didn't fight with guns. They felt themselves impervious to guns. That might have been their downfall. Yeah, you have to do your homework. You have to incorporate.
The gun can't harm me. I saw Donnie Yen in Ip Man just stick his hand in the trigger hole.
Oh, yeah, or just catch the bullet. That's usually the best way to go. Just catch them, you might want to drop them and catch the other ones that are coming. So, I was talking about how jiu-jitsu kind of as of late has brought back grappling to probably not just Wing Chun, but has brought back grappling to probably many martial arts. Stefan Jester Jabel. Yes, what's up? Every once in a while I'll look down at the chats there, but I had to let these guys know we may not be able to attend to the chats as attentively as they wish.
Yeah. Have you seen the combat jiu-jitsu matches?
Oh yeah.
I saw,
With the slapping.
Yeah, slapping. Popeye do. Dude. Yeah, so I seen a clip of, I guess it was the first combat jiu-jitsu knockout, or recorded one, I guess we could say.
Oh, no kidding.
The guy was trying, he was trying to go up for the leg, he's trying to get into the leg lock thing, and the guy from the top just went boom.
I wonder if they stopped that one. Like, yeah, okay, you're not allowed to do that one.
Yeah, it is. I don't know if they stopped it either, but it just goes to show that, if you do train grappling, you can't completely bypass the punches or the strikes,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
jiu-jitsu is one of the jiu-jitsu rules I learned from the Gracies was respect the striker.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, well, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so, and then in a self-defense situation, I was also saying that you don't, if you can help it, you don't want to go to the ground. Now they say all fights go to the ground. I don't know, man. I've seen a lot of fights. To say all fights go to the ground.
Not all fights go to the ground.
No, come on. And
No,
especially if you don't want to
unrealistic.
go. Yeah, if you don't want to go to the ground, then you sprawl and or escape or whatever. If he does a takedown, you escape the takedown, or you sprawl the takedown, or you reverse the takedown, or you turn the takedown into a shoulder lock. My favorite.
Oh yeah, I like that one. Yeah, I do like that one.
Yeah,
sprawl, over the top, and then a little squat on top.
Oh, I saw an interesting move. It was the guy. It was an armbar, and they were defending the armbar, right? And so what he did is he went under the head, right? Under the head here, and then
you don't know how to type. Sorry, couldn't help it. It was funny.
But here he's doing the arm bar, and then went under the head, and then under his own leg, and then did the choke from
Yeah,
there using this whole thing here
I
with
have
the head
seen that.
here. Going,
Mhm.
you saw that?
I have seen it. I have seen that move before. Yeah, yeah, it was pretty intriguing.
I mean, you know, it all has to be context. Because if the guy's dumb, if he's that kind of guy that's going to fight, um, that's going to defend the armbar that way for long, because offense and defense should always be dynamic, you know? And so if you're going to be like this and like this is why I really dislike rolling with a lot of schools, almost all of them. Yeah, almost all of them. Is because this isn't taught, right? So if you're
I could be out of town for a few days.
let's do some housekeeping here. Let's see. Not that. Yeah. So when
Oh,
you're
I did
when
some
you're
great housekeeping yesterday in my car. I had to put some other
but let
stuff
me
in.
finish this up. Let me finish what I'm saying, bro.
Oh yes, yes,
Um,
yes.
when you're when you're doing stuff, you can't fight for it. So if I defend an armbar and you start uh, forcing that armbar, well, that's pretty lame jujitsu, right? Or lame china. That's very lame china. I'll
Yeah,
call it china since we're Wing Chun. um, so you do that and then you transition to something else. If you're in this arm bar and you just hurry up and escape it like this, all right, well that's good for one, but then and that's all dynamic. That's connected to them ripping your arm out, however, because they're probably going to just kick your arm out, right? But then when you do that, you shift your hips and your shoulder, so then they don't have the elbow, and you're not able to get arm barred, right? And then from that, you're doing the oh geez, I forgot the that walk out escape where you're just kind of walking the
oh,
arm
the
out.
fucking where was it?
Yeah,
Coming here, armbar, and then walking out this way.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot the name of that
I
already.
forgot the
Yeah,
name of that too. Yeah, yeah.
but I
But
mean
yeah,
that's
that little
standard.
twist and
That's
get
all. That's
around.
all standard. So
Yeah,
the that keeping it dynamic, just like in Wing Chun. If we were doing Chi Sao and you're just doing, and just stand like this, that would be silly. I
yeah,
mean, you could do an exercise like that, I guess, and
yeah,
your arms, and you could get stronger resisting each other, I guess. But the room for injury is just too great in the training environment.
yeah.
So all
The
right, so I'm
the
sorry. Yeah, what now? Back with what you were saying.
oh, it was just
If
some
you
housekeeping in my car. This is more important. The 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 student that I had out here, Carlos. Shout out to Carlos if he's watching. He does have our YouTube um, channels and stuff like that, and yet whatnot. But yeah, Chisawing. Every beginner that comes into even just Don Chisao, it they always start off. It feels really hard, or stiff. I guess we should say they feel really stiff in Don Chisao, right? And then with Carlos, when I brought him, he got nice and fluid in the Don Chisao, and then went to the regular Chisao, and then not like intensive or anything, but just kind of trying to get his coordination down, right? And yeah, you could definitely feel like the tension and pushing because even though I'm just in double fook, I feel like he's trying to like go out like that,
right,
really trying to go one way. So if he goes that way, then what? Yeah,
yeah,
kind of deal. Um, he kind of caught on a little quick though, but he definitely exponentiated some of the pushing fists. for his openings. He really but he got better and stuff like that along the way. But it's interesting how when, even if you're not applying force and you're just holding a position, right? Just holding the position can trigger that individual to be really forceful to get out of your position, right? When they maybe just have to go around, if they're in Tonsao and they got food, then they just go around for that. But in other cases, when they're kind of like, it's almost like a brain motion thing. It's like they're so concentrated on the pressure that they're making themselves on them from you, that they can't they can't do anything else. It's like they're
Yeah.
frozen or something, you know.
Well,
Um,
it kind of puts that starts making them use their energy.
yeah,
Use up their energy. That's the value of knowing the postures, because
mm-hmm.
if you know your Wing Chun postures, then you know them in relationship to what you're dealing with.
Yeah,
So you know that you wouldn't. I always say there's one posture will do everything. Well, that's kind of in relationship to striking, but in relationship to more of a grappling, or now, yeah, there are very much positions um, that will allow you to just be in position, and them to have to exert a lot of energy against it, right?
mm-hmm.
So, like
It's
a
a
like a bonsai,
biomechanic.
a bonsai is a good example. If you have a bonsai out, well, you don't want to blow out your shoulder and just hold it out there, right? If somebody pulls it down, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that's a classic example. But as a strike, that can be very hard,
Mm-hmm.
right? So as a strike is very hard. From one side, it's hard. From the inside, it's very subtle, right? From the inside,
Right.
so to speak, right?
It's
So,
like showing the hard side of the blade versus the soft side of the blade.
wow, yeah, I don't know enough about the bladery, but
Hey,
if
man, you
that's
told
the
me that
word they use.
the
So,
forearms are the blades of death.
yeah. Now here's
I
another
forgot who
thing.
told me. I thought it was you.
The the guard, right? The guard, which is, I think, just such a great thing that the Brazilians did with jiu-jitsu, was they just specialized in this guard. Now in China, we have ancient texts in China of the Kung Fu man, in utilizing the guard and utilizing it to move the opponent around and everything. So
Mm-hmm.
it's, again, it's not the least bit unique, but it was something that they kind of really used to great effect. And what's great about the guard is that when you got somebody on you, and I like the assumption that you're the bottom guy, man. You just got attacked, or you were sleeping. I always like
Sleeping
assuming
stuff at times.
that underdog position. And if you just simply have somebody in the guard, again, this is just the same thing with our Chiso. If you have somebody in the guard and you're just pressuring them, like, in other words, you're like pulling them in and holding them, and this is very easy. You could hold on and they could walk, you know, if you're holding on. In fact, it's one of the jujitsu exercises that is to get somebody in your guard and then they walk,
Uh-huh.
like on all fours, right? But you can hold them, right? And then if they're using too much pressure to push, well, then you push away and you can actually reverse now, right?
Mm.
You know, say, okay, so them on top of you, and you don't have the guard. That's why I like, rather than use all this energy to try to reverse and get to here, right? Now I still have to deal with them. Now I'm in their guard. I have to deal with them. So, as you know, that's why I might faint to a shoulder roll, right? But then
Yeah.
go to a knee on a knee elbow. And the reason I'm just always going to go that knee on elbow is because I'd much rather get that reversal.
Uh-huh.
I'd much rather get that reversal and start getting my hooks in, so that way, even if I'm just half guard, right? Let's say I'm just half guard, 3/4 guard, right?
Mm.
3/4 guard is the upper leg, if I'm not mistaken. And quarter guard is the lower leg, right? So you got 3/4 guard. You now can just hold on. You got their hips here. You got their legs here. Their one leg is here. You got their hip here. You got their elbow and shoulder here,
Mm-hmm.
and you just hold on. This is actually the wrestler's position when
Yeah.
you're wrestling. When you start wrestling, did you do wrestling?
I never did wrestle. I
Okay,
mean, school fights and stuff like that. When I was younger, I wrestled, but
yeah,
nothing
but
like this.
it's the starting position in wrestling. Yeah, it's exactly the
It
starting
looks like
position in
knee
wrestling.
on belly almost.
Except they're on all fours. So they're here and I'm here,
Right.
like behind them or to the side of them, right? So again, I go from being mounted on them to fainting knee elbow escape, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm in that wrestler's position with me on top or me 3/4 top,
Yeah.
which is very good. I could roll them over. I could flatten them out. There's all kinds of great stuff there. But again, the whole concept here, same thing, is once you have them in position like bonsao, and you're pressing a bonsao and they're resisting a bonsao, that can be very hard,
Yeah,
right?
that would
Because
not
you're
be. I have
resting.
really pointy elbows too. Like that wouldn't be comfortable.
Yeah, like right here, I'm up against the bumper of my vehicle here, right? Look, man, look, I'm let me get my coffee.
Oh, don't
Look,
try that.
yeah, look how easy I can move the whole vehicle,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? I'm not even using any energy here, right?
Mm-hmm.
However,
It's posture.
this,
Yeah.
look, right? Not same thing. This
Yeah.
though, look at that.
Yeah. Buckminster Fuller would be proud of that bonsai.
Now listen, this is a whole vehicle. I don't know how many thousands of pounds is this.
I'm thinking maybe 2.5, maybe 3.
Maybe 2.785, right?
Yeah.
Right? Imagine this, a human being, right? Of course, I'm talking to the choir here, but I'm just reassuring the choir.
I think
Trust your
one of my
bond.
favorite things in that whole sequence from being mounted is you know you're mounted, you go for your can you see me okay? Yeah, you can see me okay. So right, you're mounted, right? You got your elbows, and then you're trying to get that thing. You rake the leg, get the knee elbow, right? And then after you have that leg raked, switching your hips, and then figure fouring that entire leg is one thing that I commonly did rolling with auto, and and then you totally bypass that other hand, so you're pretty much like their body's this way, and you're there, but you have to fight. You have to fight the this side to get to that side first, right?
Yeah.
So it's all right. Lay flat, rake the leg, and then here. and then I guess they call it a grapevine. Is that what they call it? The
Oh yeah,
grapevine.
yeah.
Then grapevine the leg, and then you can either play from this side here, but essentially you have their entire leg straightened out, and it'll be very hard for them to turn into you because all of your weight is on that side. I usually use it as a good escape to get to the back, and then just get to the rear naked choke. But I guess supposedly you can also use the grapevine as a knee bar. Um, I seen that somewhere, and I was like, wow, I never knew that. Like, if you just applied more pressure or something like that, you could really cause some damage. But
Well,
anyways,
you're also entering into the Eddie Bravo territory, because what he would do is he would grapevine, right? He would grapevine, but then he would go like this is where their butt is, right?
right.
He would then roll over on that side, holding on to that leg, and then get a what's called a body triangle.
Ooh, yeah.
You know,
Do
yeah,
that.
gnarly, break your spine.
Ugh.
Yeah, body triangles are gnarly. Yeah, I love those. You know, the whole yeah, yeah, that whole game. Yeah, I tell you, man, I really miss being able to train with you guys. Well,
Yeah, me
both
too,
in
man.
Chisao and Shina, man. It's just it was always better. You know, the grapplers and jujitsu guys all respect, all the props to them, right? But they're not doing what their namesakes are. No one, I just haven't seen it. I'm sorry. Jiu-jitsu means the gentle art. And the most beautiful, highest level of jujitsu is to just be gentle and flowy and flowy and flowy, 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 flowy,
Mm-hmm.
flowy. Like, because, well, if you're doing that, then all you're doing as a jujitsu player is just hanging out in the position where you're not expending a lot of energy, and
Mm-hmm.
you're just letting them expend all that energy, be it standing in Chisao or in on the ground in Chinna. All right, it's still the same thing, which is very very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Would you take me through an exercise? Have you thought of an exercise to bring to the table today? I think that's what I'd like to do. Is like whoever our participants are. Oh, and by the way, I think because maybe we're a limited channel, I can only have one guest. So that's why I could
Uh,
only, yeah. I just found that out today. So I apologize to Justin, and perhaps to Ramon as well,
Ramon.
because yeah, because I was hoping to have them on all at the same time as well,
Mm.
but I don't think I'll be able to do that unless, I don't know, maybe I have to have 1,000 subscribers for that or something, you know. Uh, I'll also, if you know of a platform that is free and allows multiple participants, let me know. But I wanted this also to be public, and I also want it to be on YouTube. So I don't
Right.
know,
Yeah.
you know,
Hmm.
I think I'll just have to kind of work with that limitation. Maybe have, I'll say it this way. My guest will be whoever contacts me the day before and says, "Yeah, I'm in." Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to work it.
I
Um, Say what?
said, all right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And like even today, like right now, if you know that you're gonna train tomorrow, then we could just do this tomorrow. I'll just assume tomorrow I'll send you the invite and all that, and work it out that way. Um,
Tomorrow I'm gonna be busy. I have to go out to the land in Swatch and help build up a deck, and
Very
then
good.
I think Wednesday morning I'm gonna do that too. But I will be back to be able to live stream very likely Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, Monday.
Excellent.
Yep.
Excellent. Well,
Yep.
perhaps Ramon or Justin will be doing it tomorrow. So we'll see. You know what? I was asking you, but may I suggest there's a very good exercise, and then I'll pick one, and then you pick an exercise,
All right.
and then we'll kind of throw the ball back and forth. So
All right.
on this is one of my favorites, is because if you're like on your butt or you're just sitting there, and then all of a sudden you find somebody who's just right there, I just love this one because you're protecting yourself, and it's very nonchalant. You're able to attack here, but you're also able to capture as well. So you can attack, but you can capture like that foot, that leg, that ankle that's right there, right
Yeah,
up
that front
on you.
leg.
Yeah. So, you just kind of angle to that. So that way you're not actually kicking, but you're actually shooting in to get the ankle, pushing on the hips, then standing up. And then that's a takedown.
Yeah.
Then you got control of their legs. You can kind of go around knee on belly, or you can just walk out, or self-defense. I like to go the center. You know me, I like to stay very centered. So I got their ankles here, and I go right center. So that's self-defense. That's self-defense. But even like, for instance, if you're here, right, a lot of times you'll even take that forward knee, and it would step this in, not necessarily their groin, but then you would step over and take them out, right? Step over either way. The knee could go either way depending how you want to do it.
Okay.
What they're defending. If they're defending on that one side, then you just slip in. If they're not defending, kind of coming in this way, right? and then knee over. I like that because back here I got a foot anchored, so there's always that pressure. So I'm rather coming in this way, or I'm going across and then here. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, the exercise. I just wanted to give the backstory for the exercise is your basic technical get up. 1, switch, 2. So since I brought the exercise up, I'll count 30. Ready?
Sounds good.
All right. Now I will.
You're kind of frozen a little bit.
Oh, okay. So we're going to do 30. I'll count.
Oh, you're back. You're back. All right.
1. Keep your hands out front. Switch the hip. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. That's 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2, 1. Yeah. Stretch.
Tell you, training at higher elevation.
Oh, yeah.
Whew. I think I'm at about 8,000 feet right now.
Nice. Perfect training.
Yeah.
Perfect training for you.
Bro, swimming laps at 80,000 elevation kills me. Kills. I got my stroke back though. I was doing a 50-second, between 45 and 50-second 50-yard swims.
Oh, sweet.
Maintained it for 1,000 meters, and then did it again for another 1,000 meters.
Nice.
That's the goal, man. Now the goal this coming week is to do 2,500 meters in one day, maybe 3. We'll see.
Well, always remember, quality is better than quantity.
Indeed, yeah.
You know, form is always better than slop. You know, so
In every
when I hear numbers, I always get a little nervous.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Because
As long as I can maintain 50 seconds, between 45 and 50 seconds strong, and I can still do it for the third 1,000, then I will consider myself in good form. But if I'm like lacking and getting slow, I'm like, I'll make it a minute then. I'll make it a minute and go slow.
All right, now, given that we're both at elevation, what exercise would you like to introduce?
Let's do squats. You know, squats are an important exercise for just about anybody and everything. And we're gonna do the squats with. Should we do squats with postures? Some people may not be familiar, but we'll do them anyway because it's
Yeah, we don't have to teach it as much as just do it. And you know, as always, if anybody wants any further information on the kind of stuff that we're doing here, they could always contact you or me, and you know, arrange something on.
Roger that. All right, let's do some squats. I
Yeah.
guess
They
we'll
could
do
arrange
30.
something. Hey, may I suggest this though? Oh, I think I'm suggesting the same thing that you're suggesting. I'm pretty sure, but is the squats with a bonsal tonsal
Yeah, yeah.
and the squats with a bonsal tonsal.
You know it.
Let's not do this one though. That's the advanced one. This is more
Yeah.
advanced. Doing this, right?
Okay.
Because now we're talking kung fu,
Yeah.
right? We're
And
talking
yeah,
these, yeah.
kung fu.
Well,
You know what's really interesting about that position is that it's also the warrior yoga position, and they're like,
aha, yeah,
right,
yeah.
kind of funny. But the way
Yeah.
that they do it this way, right? But we're doing it.
Yeah, it is.
So funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all right. Yeah. Tonsao, tonsao. I guess we'll just keep it center then. Keep it all center. Strive from
Yeah.
the leaning application.
Okay.
All right.
Heels slightly beyond the shoulders. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Slightly beyond the shoulders. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Excellent. Yeah. Excellent. This one really interesting. You can see me okay, huh?
Can.
Okay, cannot.
Can.
Oh, can. Okay.
Can.
Oh, Canberra. Oh,
Canberra.
cannot. You know, that's one thing that Hawaiians do, enunciate properly.
Yeah.
Oh, Canberra. Oh, cannot.
Cannot. Oh, can.
Yeah.
Oh, over there. Over
In
there.
America here, it's like, can you do it? Yeah, I cannot do it. Yo, hold on. No, can you do it? Yeah, I cannot do it. They slip in the knot and you don't even know.
I cannot. Can. It's. I notice some people mumble quite a bit. Hard to
Yeah.
listen. If you're a mumbler out there, be heard, my friend. Be heard. Speak. Enunciate.
Here's one of my favorites, right? You're here.
Right.
And this. And it's an uppercut. Now this uppercut can be to a darce. It can be a punch, right? It could be a tonsal, right? With this whole part being, but it's the back leg and a ton, right? And then a kick.
Huh. Okay.
Right? And then a bonsal, tonsal. Let me show you the application now. Right here. Right? And they're going to shoot maybe for your leg or they're just coming in, right? Here. Boom. This, now, you're punching, you're grabbing, right? Whew. Grabbing. You're kicking. Now, this kick, we're going to pretend that it gets grabbed because if they can fight, they're going to grab your kick. And this is where we're one ahead of them already. It's like we're a dance partner and they're right on cue. So guillotine, right? And then now you're here. Now you're guillotine, and then you're here. So it goes 1, 2, 3. Now we're here. It goes 1, 2, 3, and now you're here. You see? And now what we're doing there also is we're just creating that muscle memory of and that sort of coordination rather, of just going right to it, right? So right here, underneath, one. Now this can also be this bonsal when it comes out. Right, it goes for here. 1, 2. That could also be a strike.
Mm-hmm.
So we're multi-purposing, as always.
That's what I love about bonsai is that like
inside out. Boy, you turn me.
It's just bonsai is great. It's it's right. I mean, it says it in the name, right? It's the winged arm flaps in and out. So great. Okay,
that's why I did that song. That's why I did that funk song. Inside out, you're turning me. Inside out, you're turning me. Remember that? Boom, bum, 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 bum. Yeah, because rather inside or outside, bonsal's got you covered. So yeah, we're here. 1.
All right. Can you observe me and see if I'm getting it right?
Yes.
All right. So we're going with the upper, the grab, the bonsai, and then the guillotine.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so pom, grab, elbow, guillotine.
Yeah, and you could actually just use your, because you're here, and then you could use your tonsal, like it's almost like bonsal tonsal, and then I'm sorry, bonsal tonsal, bonsal now with the other arm, so you can use it to pull.
Right.
So and the grip is here, right?
Got you.
Outside, no thumbs, just finger. And that's the grip.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're going to be doing this. You're going to be kind of cutting, doing a paper cutter thing, like
Mhm.
you know, bringing this bonsal now out to here. Right. Bonsal out to here. Wing Chun is so beautiful because it's giving you the details, right? Okay, so do it again. Yeah.
Again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's almost when you're in bonsal, instead of going into tonsal again, because that wouldn't actually work, right? You're going bonsal, hiensal to tonsal. Bonsal, hiensal, tonsal.
Bonsai.
Hiensal, yeah,
Just that.
yeah, yeah. And it all flows nicely. It really flows nicely. 1, 2. You're doing this too, right? You're doing this. Boom.
Yeah.
You're not just gonna let that leg be light, and you know, you're gonna do what's called stepping through. So rather than them taking the leg, because that's why this, right? You're here. You're like whoa. Remember, you're here, right? And it's whoa.
Yeah.
Then grab. Whew. And we got this now with one arm, bam, and then coming through, bam.
Kind of reminds me
Then
of that. The whole step through reminds me of a section in the Mukjung. You know what
exactly,
section it is? Yeah.
exactly,
You know what section.
exactly. Grasshopper. Yeah, yeah. And you're now here. Once you're here, bam, right? Once you're here, you're ready. You're in the same position to go with the other one. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Yeah, we could even go 4 and 5, but no, let's just go to 4. Yeah. And then push off. You're in position. Yeah, can you imagine when you're doing that bonsai, their head is right here, and you're going boom, right? And now you're grabbing them. So after you hit them here, you're grabbing them, the back of their head here, sawing and coming in. So,
Yeah.
bam. Yeah, and now you've got them in that situation here. Yeah.
You know,
It's
it kind of reminds like a very interesting way that I get guillotines a lot is through. It's almost like it's almost Gonsao at the neck, like right there, like Gonsao at the neck, and then it dries them, and then you can get that and then your hand just follows their neck. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, very good point. That's yet another detail, which is gone style, right? So it really is neat to see. Like, oh damn, that's his Tom style, and like, oh, that's his gone style. Oh, that's he and Sal.
yeah.
Now
It's funny that he and Sao embodies all.
he and Sal because I wouldn't call it Gonsal because Gonsal tends to stay as a hook. So,
Mhm.
but yes, Gonsal absolutely is,
Into
intrinsic to Heian Sao. Yeah.
indeed,
Yeah.
yeah.
Gonsal is
As with like
intrinsic to Heian Sao.
as with all the postures, huh? It's like Fook, Ton, and then if you bring the Fook far enough, then it turns into Bon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
look,
no more secrets. No more secrets.
Nork34 says just learn boxing or MMA. Yes, I teach both of them. Thank you. Yeah.
Hey, assumers make an ass out of you and an ass out of me. If you're an assumer, then you're making an ass out of
An ass Umer, yes. So that's all right. No, I'm sure he means well, just like everyone else on the planet. So
Oh,
now let's get to this exercise. We're gonna do
all right.
30 of them. Ready? Okay. 1. Well, no, I'm sorry. We're going to do 10 of them. 30
10.
is abusive. All right, 2.
30 is abusive.
2. Yeah, because I think this is just good to get the good form. We'll do more of them as we get our form better on this. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. And 1 for good measure. Yeah. Yeah, so that's a really good one because it's a little setup. It's a setup. It's like, yeah, grab it. Doing it repetitively. Here's an interesting thing. Doing it repetitively is gold. And in real live fight, I'm noticing well, I started noticing it, and I depicted it with my Billy Jack video. I'm gonna kick you on that side of your face, and there's nothing you can do about it. Really? Oh, yeah. Oh, really? Woof. Right? So it's kind of, it embodies that spirit, which is, I'm going to attack you. Boom. Guess what?
Mhm.
I'm going to attack you again the same exact damn way. Bam.
Yeah.
Or bam.
And there's
And in
not
this
a damn thing you can do about it.
Yeah. And in this particular case, right, think about it. You're keeping them away from you, right? So if they go to sprawl on you, you're uppercutting them, right? Or you're catching them and you already have the guillotine, right? They're like,
Mhm.
don't even have to do the rest. Or
Mhm.
you just you catch it, right? And then as he comes up, maybe to get away from the uppercut, or
Yeah.
even maybe you miss it. That's all right. You grab. Now you're ready to sprawl if you need to sprawl, but you haven't, right?
Mhm.
Now, from here, you get that good old kick to the sternum, to the groin, wherever. Boom. And you set up that grab because you're going to let them go now. Well, options. You can let them go. You can hold on to one, right? It's all contextual, of course.
Mhm.
But then, bam, right there, right? So this is hitting him here. He's not going around here because they grab that, right? So
Mhm.
they grab it here. Now you're very up close. Bam. And then you do it, right? Now there's all kinds of stuff you can do from here. My favorite is to just do a good old WWF. Wham!
Oh,
Technical, get up, get out of there.
oh, that reminds me. You know how you have the 9 transition. So I think this derives off of number 3, right? Number 3 is where you get around to the back, right? And from getting around to the back, then you bujita leg forward, pivot, and then knee, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so check this out. or, or listen to this. So the entire sequence, just instead of giving the knee, it's interesting because like you essentially have them in almost a full Nelson already, just because your arms are up, you're getting around, you have one over the shoulder already, right? When you're here and you're going for the knee. So when you're in there, instead of going for the knee, you actually you body slam them. You go like this, and you go boom.
Yeah, and they face plant, right?
Yeah, the gentle way is to walk them forward and then
Yeah,
lie on
yeah,
them, but
right.
you can totally body slam them. You
Yeah,
could
face
totally,
plant them. Face
yeah.
plant, body slam. Yeah, nice.
Face plant and then face plant them and then land on them with your body. That's if you're being really
Yeah.
mean, though. Anyway,
Well, it's
back to what
always
you're.
good to have options. That's the whole idea, is to give yourself options and give your opponent less options.
Yeah,
Your opponent has one option, to give up or to run away. Right? You always give them that option. Well, unless of course you need to do a little more work with them.
yeah.
you know, well,
And with that last,
Sun Tzu says, always give your opponent that out. You know,
yeah,
yeah. Or
that
else they'll get desperate. Right? They
that
could get
side,
desperate.
yeah, get them desperate.
No, no, no. If you don't give a person a way out, then desperation may come into their favor.
Ah, I see what
That's
you're saying.
that's why Sun Tzu says, always give them an out, right?
Always
And
give
I
them an
did
out.
that. I did that last week. There was a guy, and he just wanted to straight up, mess with me about, I don't know, 11 at night or something. And as he was walking forward, I was just saying, I'll give you an opportunity to walk away. Walk away now. Walk away now. And I had to repeat it over and over, just like I would repeat some other things over and over. And he finally was like, because I just kept slowly walking towards him as he was walking towards me. And I just said, I'll give you an opportunity. Walk away now. Right. And that's always let people know you're more than willing to
Oh
do the
yeah,
job. You're
oh
more
yeah.
than willing. I mean, hell, this is how I want to die. So I'm more than willing, but let me give you an opportunity to move on, to just go away. Yeah, because I'm not gonna. We're not gonna exchange words. I'm not gonna insult you. I'm not gonna do anything like that. It's gonna give you an opportunity. Just walk. Yeah, you say whatever you want. Walk away. Yeah, yeah. There are times when you might have to walk away and get away. Right? There
I
are
had a couple
times.
instances like that in Missouri where my I don't know. I guess when I come off very sternly towards strangers that are
Yeah,
seemingly threatening me in some sort of way, I
yeah.
guess my resting bitch face is like fucking like maniacal or something.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I'm like, all right, let's do it then.
Well, I don't know if it's a thing
Go.
regarding color, right? Because it could be a color thing as well. But I noticed that some people, when they approach you to communicate with you and you don't acquiesce, that is seen as a sign of disrespect or something. And I'm like, buddy, I didn't ask to speak with you, and you're not speaking to me in a manner in which I insist upon being spoken to. So well, right away, let's go. Let's go. Get away. Go away, or let's go.
Hmm.
Because I don't even know. I don't know you. I don't want to speak to you. You're interrupting me. Right now, I don't say that verbally. I say it here, right? You say it with your actions. You say it with your disposition. The least words, the better. Like no words is best. Posturing, facial expressions, that's key. That's animal. Animals don't talk. Animals, when they're about to fight, don't bark, don't growl, none of that stuff. Maybe they'll use it as a compression and decompression in the act of fighting. Yes, you know, like yeah, but you're not going to just stand there and keep barking at each other. If you're going to do business, you're going to do business. You don't need to talk about it, right? So,
Indeed.
I forgot.
That exercise that you just showed also with the whole uppercut, I really like that too, because when someone's like shooting for a leg or something, and you said, you know, it could be Tonsao or anything else, and Tonsao is pretty much like an upward elbow if it is in that position. So it's like if they're into it and you just like, pa, oh gosh, I love that.
An
I've been
upward
really
elbow and a downward elbow.
Yeah, I've been really digging
if they still got the leg, well, this ain't no MMA match. Yeah, this ain't no MMA match. I'm about to dislocate your upper spine from your lower spine. This ain't
I don't want to
no
paralyze
MMA
them
match.
though. I don't want to pay for their hospital bill. No.
Well, what you do to compound that is you sprawl and use your elbow, downward elbow. Yeah, look up MMA rules. No down elbows. You're not allowed
No
to
down elbows.
You're not allowed to do that, and that's because they'll
That was like that was one of the most messed up ways to finish somebody in the early UFC, in the early MMA fights back when, you know, Hoist Gracie was in there and stuff like that, or I forget which Gracie was in it, but I think two of them were or something like that. But there was that one, I think he was a jiu-jitsu guy, or he was either jiu-jitsu or judo, but he got the guy on the ground to the point to where he's on his back. He's got one arm stretched out that way and then one arm this way, but he has it like underhooked, and he just starts going like bah, 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 right on the guy's head, and there was nothing he could do about it, man. Nothing.
Those downward elbows are
Got
menacing.
annihilated. Hello, Alexis Calavera. Welcome.
So yeah, it's something a lot of people don't understand. One, MMA means mixed martial arts. All right, meaning that it comes from traditional martial arts. Number two, MMA is an entertainment. It's entertainment branch of martial arts. It's entertainment. So a lot of people don't understand that. They take martial arts as being some MMA as being some pure thing, which is completely the opposite. Opposite.
It's just
what MMA is athletes that are using various martial arts. And that's always what that's been. And it's a source of entertainment. Man, I know tons of guys that can beat the champions, right? Tons of guys. They're just not, just like here's the thing, same thing in all entertainment. I know tons of people that can play guitar. They're amazing, better than anybody I've seen in the professional circuit. But nobody knows them, right? They don't play the circuit. They're not in Hollywood, right? Just because it's so weird that's become the sort of the abstraction of what martial arts is, And in fact, martial arts. I'll go back to actually the very beginning of this stream, which is martial arts is a 16th century French term for the codification of sword fighting, which also had grappling in it. So that's the term, the first appearance of the term martial arts. It comes from the French. Same thing with acupuncture. Acupuncture isn't Asian. Acupuncture is French. It was invented in France. So people have a very, very convoluted concept of reality these days, and it's weird. It's weird. They come off with an amazing amount of arrogance and ignorance.
I think it's I think a lot of that is due to the fact that there's so much information at their disposal that I think all we need to do is look at their screen time.
Ooh, ooh. Yeah, that's for sure. And of course their comments, because the comments usually tell everything. Like, my dad can beat up your dad. Hey, all right, you're gonna have to
I
dig
can
them up
beat you with
though.
one arm. Yeah, give me that one arm. Give it to me.
No.
I'll take
Uh,
the handicap. Give it to me.
great, man. Well, anyway, listen, I want to do the. We were actually able to get a nice little session in, a nice little relaxing session in.
Mhm.
As we do this more, and as I figure out how to get more people on board, then or when both of us have the time. That's even more important. When we both have the time, let's do that second hour or that 30-30 thing,
Okay.
right? And what that's going to do, you're going to do it for me, right? For me, so to speak. Here's the thing: you'll do that thing for me, and then I could put that stuff on the Patreon. And I've been wanting to talk to you about,
Hmm.
maybe. Do you have a Patreon yet?
I'm pretty sure I have a profile because I am.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
right.
I have a profile.
Okay. Well, it maybe behoove you, when you got the time, to kind of set up your Patreon, and then that way I could do the same thing for you. So I'll be a guest on yours. We could do the 30-30 on yours. And what that does is it gives you content for your Patreon, that you have something to offer to people that want to sign up and pay to join for your membership on Patreon. And so
Okay.
by having that on your YouTube, by having that private footage, that 30 minutes of private footage to put up on your Patreon, then yeah, it gives you some liquid, baby. It
Two
gives you,
birds, one
yeah, yeah, yeah.
stone.
And then again, I'm really trying to create here sort of a hub. The Ziegler 8 thing is a hub. Sifu Z, this whole thing, I kind of like to think of. I'm in a very hub kind of mode where, if you don't want to train with me, you can train with you, or you can train with anyone else that kind of joins along with us here and has their own Patreon. They could just go, okay, yeah, we can train here for free, and then let's go on over to Sifu Chad's Patreon, and I'll start training with him officially, and then we can all get together here. I think it's a fabulous idea as far as
All right.
creating a community, and also sending people to the right people.
Yeah.
Because hey, we all gotta admit, Sifu Z is an acquired taste. If you don't understand that by now,
I've acquired his taste long ago. Trust
yeah,
me.
yeah, that's
You
an
just gotta stick
acquired taste.
around a little while, or just kind of get used to it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You get used to. See, the problem has always been this: I behave as if I was a 6 foot tall white guy.
Thank
That's
you.
the problem.
What was that?
Hey, Kim.
Kim. Thank you, Kim.
Oh, dang. I think Kim might have been training with us. All right.
Wonderful. Right
Awesome, Kim.
on.
Yeah, I can't wait to get out there and jam with him, man. And train with him now, because he's getting into shape now. He's getting into Wing Chun shape, which means he's going to kind of revert back to his 20s. Uh-oh.
Hopefully, I'll be out there too. By end of August, right? End of August. I'm
Yeah.
thinking probably try to get out there in September, early September or something. And if I
Yeah, yeah.
can't meet you guys at Crescent City, then I'll just meet you wherever you are, you know. So, because
Yeah, I'll try to hang in Crescent City as long as I can because
okay,
I really like Crescent City. Such a cool place to wake up. I'm hoping they're still letting boondockers be boondockers out there. That's all. Yeah, because the so-called the drugged out and mentally ill would just ruin it for everybody now, don't they?
yeah, they kind of do, man. You know, I've said it before, but like out here in Gunnison and Crested Butte, they're pretty kind about it. They're all really chill.
Cool.
I'm at the
Very cool.
grocery store. Lady sees me, an older lady sees me putting stuff in my car. She smiles. Good morning.
Nice.
I'm like, oh,
Nice.
good morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I think because of a lot of the nomad blogs too, people are starting to understand the difference between mentally ill, drugged out, and somebody that's actually living the best life that you could possibly live. Duh.
dude.
Don't
Yeah.
be so, don't be so jelly. Don't be so
I know. Don't be
jelly.
so jealous. Don't be so jealous that I can live with less things than
Yeah.
you.
That's right. And here's the thing, right? They get all jelly, and then get all what snarky. I heard the term snarky. They get all snarky because okay, maybe you're having a hard time financially that week or maybe that month. It's like, oh, what? You don't have financial hardships from time to time? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Don't be so jelly. My hardships just don't hurt so much.
Sure.
And they're not as prevalent, right? But anyway,
Mhm.
yeah, to each his own. But yeah, hey Kim, man, welcome aboard, man. I hope you join us all the time. I'm kind of missing my my blah 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 Zeekers thing, but I don't know. I'll find a time to drop in on Zeekers. Right now, I think is really important to get everybody training, get everybody centered, get everybody balanced, and get everybody cooperating and communicating. So intelligence seed, might seed. You know what I mean? Maybe through the culmination of our how shall we say procreation, there will be a seed.
There will
Oh God,
be.
no! This is sounding wrong. No, but there will be a seed from that will perhaps human intelligence will continue on from that point after we die in the muck and mire and the whirlpool, the cesspool that that we navigate in our beautiful yachts called nomadacy. So anyway, enough poetry. This is just the wrong channel for it.
The
Uh,
acquired taste.
yeah. Oh, there goes that acquired taste again.
I'm
Oops.
glad I acquired this taste.
Well, here, here, let me just, there you go. All right, man. So, I don't think anybody here, mental butter. Yeah. Oh, damn. He said it twice. You know, a song so nice, you say it twice every day at least. Mental butter. I might have to just go ahead and change the name of it. Instead of more butter, it'll be mental butter.
mental,
Oh, dang. Okay.
mental butter.
Might have to
Mental
steal
butter,
that.
please.
Kim, I might have to plagiarize, Kim.
Oh, you gotta write a new song. You gotta write a song called Butter's Mental.
Butter's mental, maybe, but I have
I
to.
wanna write it with you.
No, all right, but we have to put it through our producer, Kim. Well, you know, he's
Deal.
got the final say.
Done,
Yeah.
brother.
All
Yeah.
right, man. So you're not going to be here tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm occupied tomorrow, so
Okay, okay,
I can stream again Thursday.
okay. Good. Here's what I'll
Thursday.
do. If I hear from somebody, uh, like if I hear some from Ramon, then I'll do the stream here tomorrow. If I don't hear from Ramon tomorrow, I'm gonna do a Zeker stream. That's it because I just want to play.
I love that
I
Zeker
just
stream.
want mumble. I just want mumble. And my mental butter. Mental butter. I want mumble my mental butter. Yeah.
Dude, I love that Zeker
Mumble.
stream. It's such a nice. I mean, just the stream in the morning has been a really nice thing for me to do.
Yeah, it's just fun,
Get
man, to
active.
kind of get the brain going.
Yeah, it's
You know
almost
what
like
I think?
starts up my productivity.
It's kind of like, everybody does coffee right in the morning, kind of a podcast or stream, but I like to think of myself as doing coffee and caviar. Yeah, like
Ca-
coffee and
ca-
morning caviar.
Caviar,
Yeah.
caviar.
All right, man. Hey, have an awesome day, my man. And thank you, Kim, for joining. Yes, thank you, Kim, for joining. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And
Thank
if I
you.
don't see you tomorrow here, I'll see you over at the Zeekers Caravan. Aloha.
Aloha.